Filming on the Mortal Instruments City of Bones began last week, and there was certainly no shortage of news or set photos. Plus, we are now less than a year away for the theatrical release of City of Bones. Stay tuned for these stories and more on the latest edition of Shadowhunter Talk. There's no denying the excitement that came with the start of principal photography on the Mortal Instruments City of Bones on Monday, but fans certainly didn't expect to get what they got this week. The filming began on Monday, and basically we were just hoping for any updates on the film, and then all of a sudden, the first photos of Lily as Clary, dressed as Clary, filming, they surfaced, and then everything else just kind of came after that. Also that day we got photos of Clary, Jace, Alec, and Isabel in their Shadowhunter black, sporting runes and looking very badass. And certainly that wasn't the end. On day 2, we got more photos. On day 2, they began filming at Java Jones. So we had photos of Clary, running through people on the crowded street, running over a bike messenger, and nearly getting hit by a car as she was on her way home after getting that frantic call from Jocelyn. And we also got the first photos of Robbie Sheehan as Simon with those glasses, and also the first photos of Clary and Simon being Clary and Simon. They were so adorable together. Filming at the Institute began at Knox College on Thursday and Friday, and while the fans didn't get to see as much being filmed, they did get to meet the cast and have some more memorable moments to share with us. There are also some photos captured of Lily Collins and Jamie Campbell Bower caught in a lip lock behind the scenes. It could have been that they were rehearsing for the greenhouse scene, or, it could have just been a kiss, but, we don't know. But regardless, it was still very exciting to see that. The cast and crew have been amazing to the fans that have went to set. Lily, Jamie, Robbie, Kevin, and Jemima have all met with fans and signed books as well as chatted. And the crew has also been very nice to the fans and even told them that they are very glad to have them at the set. Next week, filming switches to Pandemonium, which will take place at a club somewhere in downtown Toronto. We are now less than 1 year away from the theatrical release of the Mortal Instruments City of Bones, and it's just so exciting. It's hard to believe that just 3 years ago, in August 2009, the series had been optioned by Constantine Films, and then now look where we are. First week of filming is in the books, we got so many photos, and the film is less than a year away. It's so very exciting. In honor of the 1 year mark until the release of City of Bones, the folks at Sony launched the official Mortal Instruments movie Facebook page. And in less than 24 hours since it opened, the site had surpassed 11,000 likes. And right now, it's just nearing 16,000. So if you haven't checked it out or you haven't liked it yet, be sure to visit it at facebook.com/themortalinstruments. We also learned the identities of 3 new actors in City of Bones. Elias Mbarek has been cast as Vampire Lieutenant. The big news coming out of this is that there's going to be no Rafael Santiago in City of Bones. Cassandra Clare said that there was not enough time to introduce Rafael in the film, but she did point out that if there are future films, that Raphael will be in those films and he will be introduced. The other castings were Harry Van Gorkum as Alaric, which is another werewolf, and Chris Ratz as Eric, as you all know is one of Simon's bandmates, and the infamous poet at Java Jones. Some other exciting news to come out of the week is word that Jessica Postigo, who penned the City of Bones script, is actually already working on the City of Ashes script. Postigo was in attendance for the first couple of days of filming in Toronto, where she told fans of the exciting news. Future movies in the Mortal Instruments franchise depends on the success of City of Bones, but it looks like Sony Pictures is wasting no time when it comes to the script for the sequel. Also this week, Third World, the company behind the City of Bones graphic novel, shared a couple of sneak peeks of Alec and Madame Dorothea. The first issue of a 7-issue series is due out in May 2013. Check out the link below for more news from this past week, and stay tuned to TMISource.com for complete coverage of filming on the Mortal Instruments City of Bones. And don't forget to tune in next week for another episode of Shadowhunter Talk.